So, as with all factoring problems that we do, the first thing that we want to do is check for a greatest common factor, and 3, 7, and -5 don't have one. So A is 3, B is 7, and C is -5. And so we do A times C, which is -15. And so now we're looking for two numbers we can multiply to get -15, but when we add them, we get 7. So when you multiply to get a negative number, that means we have one positive and one negative. So let's see, it could be 15 times -1. That would give us -15, but 15 plus -1 is 14, so not that one. It could be 5 times -3, which is -15. But 5 plus -3 is only 2. I can't think of anything else for 15 that's whole numbers. It's just 1 and 15 and 5 and 3, right? Um, so there aren't any combinations. There are not two numbers that can multiply together to get -15, but add to get 7. Two whole numbers. There aren't two whole numbers that will do this, which means we can't factor this. 3x squared plus 7x minus 5 cannot be factored. And when a problem cannot be factored, we have a special word for this, and the word is prime. Prime means it cannot be factored. And this happens every now and then. I don't want you to get carried away and start putting prime every time you get a problem that you can't factor, because sometimes it can be factored and you just can't think of the two numbers. But if it legitimately can't be factored, like you've gone through all the combinations and there aren't two, that's prime. Another example would be something like x squared plus 5x plus 7. What are two numbers that you can multiply to get 7, but when you add them, you get 5? There aren't any. There are not two whole numbers that you can multiply to get 7 and add to get 5. The only two numbers you can multiply to get 7 are 7 and 1, and 7 plus 1 is not 5, as far as I know. So when that happens and you can't factor it, write prime. Just remember, you only write prime if you have checked every single combination and none of them work. There is a temptation to write prime because you just can't find the two numbers. But sometimes there are two numbers and we just haven't found them yet. So make sure before you write prime for your answer that you have actually exhausted all possibilities and you've checked all of the possible numbers. Prime is a rare answer. If you are working on an assignment and you get prime for 6 out of 8 factoring problems, there's a chance that either you are just not finding the combination or your teacher is a giant troll. So use prime sparingly, but it does come up every now and then when you can't factor a problem.